Start. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudirayat Nastapradesha Badreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistaki Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं चैतन्यमीश्वरम् ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे
Hare
कृष्णा
Krishna,
कृष्णा
Krishna
कृष्णा हरे
Hare
हरे
Hare Hare,
हरे
Hare
हरे
Rama,
राम
Hare Rama,
राम राम
Rama Rama,
हरे
Hare Hare.
हरे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय मुतले श्रीमते जयपताक समिति नाम्ने नमः आचार्य पदाय निताय कृपा पदाय गौर कतदामदाय नगर ग्रामताय Hare Krishna devotees, thank you for joining Bhagavatam discussion. So thank you, it's wonderful. We are studying Bhagavatam on a daily basis, at least 4 days in a week. So it's the most auspicious thing what we can do. So we're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam today, 37 sloka.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. So second canto, sixth chapter, verse number 37. Who is going to read? Anybody allocated?
Yes,
Uma
Prabhuji.
Shankar Prabhuji, but
Not here.
he's not. Okay, I'll read Prabhuji.
Sure.
Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam 2.6.37. Na aham na yuyam yadritam gatim vidur na vamadeva kim utpare suraha tanmayai mohita buddhyasva idam vinirmitam cha atmasamam vichakshamai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. Since neither Lord Shiva nor you nor I could ascertain the limits of spiritual happiness, how can other demigods know it? And because all of us are bewildered by the illusory external energy of the Supreme Lord, we can see only this manifested cosmos according to our individual ability. Purport. We have many times mentioned the names of 12 selected authorities, Dwadasha Mahajana, of which Brahma, Narada, and Lord Shiva head the list as the first, second, and third in order of merit of those who know something of the Supreme Lord. Other demigods, semi-demigods, Gandharvas, Charanas, Vidyadharas, human beings, or Asuras cannot possibly know fully about the potencies of the Absolute Lord, Sri Krishna. The demigods, semi-demigods, Gandharvas, etc., are all highly intelligent persons in the upper planets. The human beings are inhabitants of the intermediate planets, and the asuras are inhabitants of the lower planets. All of them have their respective conceptions and estimations of the absolute truth, as does the scientist or the empiric philosopher in human society. All such living entities are creatures of the material nature, and consequently they are bewildered by the wonderful display of the three modes of material nature. Such bewilderment is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita 7.13. Tribirgunarmai bhavani bi samam idam jagat. Every entity, beginning from Brahma down to the ant, is individually bewildered by the three modes of material nature, namely goodness, passion, and ignorance. Everyone thinks in terms of individual capacity that this universe, which is manifested before us, is all in all, and so the scientist in the human society of the 20th century calculates the beginning and end of the humans calculates the beginning and the end of the universe in his own way. But what can the scientist know? Even Brahma himself was once bewildered, thinking himself the only one Brahma favored by the Lord. But later on, by the grace of the Lord, he came to know that there are innumerable more powerful Brahmas as well in far bigger universes beyond this universe, and all of these universes combined together form Ekapada Vibhuti, or one fourth of the manifestation of the Lord's creative energy. The other three fourths of his energy are displayed in the spiritual world, and so what can the tiny scientist with a tiny brain know of the absolute personality of Godhead Lord Krishna? The Lord says, therefore, Mohitam nabi jananti mam ebhyah param avyavaham. Bhagavad Gita 7.13. Bewildered by such modes of material nature, they cannot understand that beyond these manifestations is the Supreme Person who is the absolute controller of everything. Brahma, Narada, and Lord Shiva know about the Lord to a considerable extent, and therefore one should follow the instructions of these great personalities instead of being satisfied with the tiny brain and its playful discoveries, such as spacecraft and similar products of science. As the mother is the only authority to identify the father of the child, so the mother Vedas, presented by the recognized authority, such as Brahma, Narada, or Shiva, is the only authority to inform us about the absolute truth. So here it is being told that all the creative, all the since Lord Shiva and all, nobody knows the limits of the spiritual happiness, and also we are bewildered by the Maya. The external energy of the Lord is the Maya, and in internal energy is Radharani. So we can see this manifested cosmos according to our individual ability. Even Lord Brahma, in one incident of Krishna Leela, where Lord Brahma had made all Krishnas because he did not know, he wanted to test who this little Krishna is. So I know that one story where he had made all the other friends of Lord Krishna disappear. Then Krishna manifested himself as the friends and the cows and the calves. And for 1 year, Krishna was only staying in all his friends' house as their Rupa, but he was so all the parents loved the kids so much because Krishna was so loving. They thought that this was their child, but it was Krishna only who has manifested in many forms. Later, after 1 year, when the Brahma saw that all the kids and the cows are still there in the Gokul with the Krishna, he was surprised. Then he ultimately realized that this was nothing but the supreme personality of Godhead. And when he bowed, Krishna showed him that there are so many Brahmas all around in the so many universes. Then Lord Brahma realized that he is nothing in front of the supreme personality of Godhead's powers and creations. So that is what Krishna made him realize that. And also we have seen also that even many times Indra also, being Indra also, he is a demigod. He is the this the king of the demigods,
Heaven.
but the king of the heaven. But he himself, he didn't realize that Krishna was the supreme personality of Godhead, and he sent Samvartaka and all and caused heavy rains when Krishna told that don't worship Lord Indra, worship Govardhana Parvat. So he was also bewildered by the energy of Krishna, because to know Krishna, it is not that easy. Only by devotional service and all we can know, but by our arrogance and ego and pride, if we go, we'll always will never get to know Krishna. That was the same mistake we have seen that Duryodhana did, and so many others did in everywhere. They did not realize that Lord Krishna was the supreme personality of Godhead. So here also, many times, all these people, asuras and all, don't know. That's what, and he has the power to manifest so many things. Krishna is beyond our even imagination, that what he can do and what he cannot, and everything comes through him only, and he is only for the father of all the things. That's what I understood. Prabhuji, please elaborate.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Yeah, Brahmaji in the previous verse also saying that the expansions and are the mercy of the Lord is unlimited, or Lord himself cannot understand. That's what we discussed in the previous verse. Here is saying Lord Shiva, nor you, means he addressing Narada, nor me could ascertain the limits of the spiritual happiness when we take a service to Lord. How can we, any other demigod or even ordinary human can understand? So the happiness while in the devotion service is so great. He's saying, I Brahma himself saying, I can understand, but nor you, Narada, you cannot understand. Lord Shiva also cannot understand. That is the pleasure. That's the reason if you see the whole Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela also, there is internal reason, external reason why Mahaprabhu, Krishna came as Mahaprabhu. External reason is to establish Sankirtana moment. But internal reason is that to understand what is that Srimati Radharani and gopis are enjoying by serving Krishna. That's what Krishna wanted to know. What pleasure they get. What is there so much in that? That's why he wanted to come as a devotee. So he came as a devotee, want to experience that. Like the normal example given that gulab jamun. Gulab jam doesn't know its taste. Only the person eating will know. Similarly, Krishna says that I don't know. What is that with me? So how do I understand that? So he comes as a devotee himself, bringing the mood of Srimati Radharani, and then experiences the happiness by serving Krishna. That's why Mahaprabhu came. So here also Brahmaji saying that it's only Krishna's service that will make. Even it talks about the Mahajanas, the 12 Mahajanas. In that, Brahma is there, Narada is there, Lord Shiva is there, Yamaraj, all those four Kumaras. But even them find it difficult saying. So Prabhupada writes that the demigods and semi-demigods, Gandharvas, are highly intelligent persons in the upper planets, are human beings, inhabit some of the intermediate planet. So the Earth is kind of intermediate, upper planets were Swarga and the lower planet Naraka, Patala, Vitala, it goes like that. But those who are in the middle are the human beings or the earth. This is where we get happiness. This is where we get misery also. That's the reason this is the best place we can go back home. Because in Swarga or the upper planets, pleasure is so much. We don't have time to worship, enjoying. That's a complete enjoyment. And if you go to lower planets, suffering is more. Because suffering also we cannot remember Lord. It's in normal our circumstance also. There is some festival happening, some big feast is happening. We don't have time to chant because we're busy preparing the festival, calling guests, and something bad happened. That day also we cannot chant. So like that, Swarga and Naraka. But in between is the Bhumandala. This is where the best place. That's why even Devatas pleading Krishna, please give us a birth in earth, as a human being, so that we can worship you. So Prabhupada quoting from 713. 713 it says, Tribir Gunamair Bhavir Yebi Sarva Idham Jagat Mohitam Nabi Janati Ma E Bhavya Param Avyayam. Deluded by the three modes, goodness, passion, and ignorance, the whole world does not know me, who I am, I am above the modes and inexorable. So Krishna himself says, people don't know. They cannot know me. Na janati. They will not know because the Krishna's potency is so big. Prabhupada says, individually bewildered by the three modes, the prakriti kriyamanani gunais karmani sarvasha ahankara mudhatma kartha iti manyate. In 327, Krishna says that Prakriti gunai karmani sarvashaha. So all the three modes, whether goodness, passion, and ignorance, they work as per the nature, as per directed by Krishna. But ahankara vimudatma, this atma out of ahankara thinks that karta amiti manete. I am the doer. I am the cause. This is my mentality. That's where the whole problem starts. Today in Kannada class also we're discussing like Indra. Mataji also mentioned that the Indra, the king of heaven, he is so proud of his power, and he doesn't want anybody come near. If anybody does in Ashwamedha Yagya, he gets kind of jittery because he thinks that my position will go. Prathama Raja also, when he wanted to perform Yagya, Indra came and stole the Ashwa, like horse meant for sacrifice. So that is the mood of Indra. Even Brahma Samhita says, even Indra Gopa, that's the worm in the stool, also thinks that I'm great. So this is the mentality of people like me. That's where I should be very, very careful. What the Indra's mentality or Indra Gopa's mentality. Both are same. Indra is king of heaven. This is the Indra Gopa is a worm in the stool. Both in a different levels, thinking that yes, I'm the enjoyer, I'm the controller. Everything should serve me. That's why Prabhupada says even Brahmaji himself was bewildered. Mataji has narrated the story. So yeah, Brahma Mohan Leela. That's another story also. Mataji mentioned that once Brahmaji came to meet Krishna. So when he come to the gatekeepers asked, "My dear sir, who are you?" Brahmaji himself got little agitated. Hey, I am Brahma. How can you ask who I am? Like for example, just to give an example, if Prime Minister's office, our defense minister or external affairs minister is coming, and the security guard says, "Who are you?" How they'll feel? Because they are the defense minister or external affairs minister, finance minister. I mean, very well known. Similarly, Krishna's abode, Brahmaji is coming, and the guards are asking, "Who are you?" But still said, "I am Brahma." So they went and asked Krishna, say that one Mr. Brahma, of course, not Mr. Brahmaji has come. Krishna asked, "Which Brahma?" So they came and asked, hey, the Lord is asking, which Brahma? Now Brahmaji asked, which Brahma? What do you mean, which Brahma? I am the only Brahma. Then they said, no. Then Brahmaji went inside. He saw there are 10-headed Brahma, 20-headed Brahma, 50-headed Brahma, 100-headed Brahma. Different Brahmas are there. Because of different size of the planets, the Brahmanda, accordingly, the Brahma's head also increases. So when our Brahma saw that, then he realized there are so many Brahmas are there. So similarly, I think that I am the doer, I am the karta, I am the source of everything. Everything should be serve me. This is where my real problem starts. So Prabhupada again quoting from 713. Finally says, as a mother is the only authority to identify the father of child, so Mother Veda, presented by the recognized authorities such as Brahma, Narada, Shiva, is the only authority to inform us about the absolute truth. Now here Brahmaji is very clearly saying that nothing else, please surrender to Krishna. He is the final authority. He is the first creator. Tene Brahma Hridayadi Kavaye. So all the knowledge given to Brahmaji by the Lord in his heart. So he has complete knowledge. He is telling that we are not the doer. It's only Krishna is the doer. Our job is to simply serve him. So with this, we'll go to the next 37. So 38. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Amataji.
Pranam, Prabhuji. Canto 2, Chapter 6, Text 38. यस्यावत्राः कर्माणि गायन्ति ते अस्मात् अध्याय नाहं विदन्ति तत्त्वेन तस्मानि भागवते नमः. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Let us offer our respectful obeisances unto that Supreme Personality of Godhead whose incarnation and activities are chanted by us for glorification, though he can hardly be fully known as he is. Perfect. It is said that the transcendental name, form, quality, pastimes, paraphernalia, personality, etc., cannot possibly be perceived by the gross materialistic senses. But when the senses are purified by the process of hearing, chanting, remembering, and worshipping the lotus feet of the Lord, holy deity, etc., the Lord reveals himself proportionately to the advancement of the quality of devotional service. Ye yata mam prapandante. One should not expect the Lord to be an order supplying agent who must be present before us as soon as we desire to see him. We must be ready to undergo the prescribed devotional duties, following the path shown by the predecessors in the disciplic succession from Brahma, Narada, and similar authorities. As the senses are progressively purified by the bona fide devotional service, the Lord reveals his identity according to the spiritual advancement of the devotee. But one who is not in the line of devotional service can hardly perceive him simply by calculation and philosophical speculation. Such a hard worker can present a jugglery of words before an audience, but can never know the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his personal feature. The Lord has clearly stated in Bhagavad Gita that one can know Him only by devotional service. No one can know the Lord by any puffed up material processes of challenges. But the humble devotee can please the Lord by his earnest devotional activities. Thus, the Lord reveals Himself proportionately before the devotee. Lord Brahma therefore offers his respectful obeisances as a bona fide spiritual master and advises us to follow the process of Shravana and Kirtana. Simply by this process, or simply by hearing and chanting the glories of the activities of the Lord's incarnation, one can certainly see within himself the identity of the Lord. We have already discussed this subject in volume 1 of Srimad Bhagavatam in connection with this verse. Such-
तक्षद्दधानानमुनयो ज्ञानवैराग्ययुक्तया पश्यन्ति आत्मानि चात्मानं भक्त्या श्रुतगृहीतया.
Bhagavatam 1.2.12. The conclusion is that one cannot know the Supreme Personality of Godhead fully by any method, but he can be seen and felt partially by the devotional service process of hearing, chanting, etc. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. This is the wonderful sloka. Brahmaji is offering his prayers. So, like Kunti Maharani is praying of prayers, Prahlad is offers prayers, Dhruva Maharaj is praying offers prayers. Here, Brahma offers prayers. So he says, let us offer our respectful obeisance unto the Supreme Personality Godhead, whose incarnations and activities are chanted by us for glorification, although he is hardly fully known as he is. So in the previous verse also he said that he cannot be known. It's not easy. He says, Yashavatara karmani gayanti hi asmad adhaya nayam vidanti vatatvena tasmai bhagavate namaha. He says, Gayanti hi asmad adhaya nayam vidanti tatvena. So it's not easy, not possible to know him. But what we have to do? Gayanti. We have to recite, we have to
Chant.
glorify.
Chant.
That's he says that he is not cannot be known, but we have to simply glorify him. Prabhupada says that it is said that transcendental name, form, quality, and pastimes, paraphernalia, personality, etc., cannot be possibly perceived by the gross material senses. Sorry. The imperfect senses cannot understand My eye cannot see that. My ears cannot hear that. So my skin cannot perceive the Supreme Lord. But it can be done. It's only purified senses. That purification happens by hearing, chanting, and
Chanting,
remembering. Shravana, Kirtana, Smarana. Of course, then worship,
worshiping.
Pada Sevana, etc. All this happens, then only our senses can be purified. And the humble mood only can understand Krishna. Otherwise, we cannot. My knowledge, my intelligence, my money, power, wealth, nothing going to work because Krishna doesn't need anything. He is unlimited. He is Atmaram. He is Purna. He is the Sahasra Lakshmis are serving him. He doesn't require my little 10 rupees or 50 rupees. He is not waiting for that. He doesn't require my tiny knowledge. He is always served by Sahasra Lakshmis. But where there is a love, he is there. Prabhupada quoting from 4.11 is yatha prapadyante tam satatayo bhajamyaham ma vit varthan vartate manushya partha sarvashah. All surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. Everyone follows my path in all respect, O Sanutata. Yatha prapadyamse tam tataiva bhajamyaham. How much you surrender, accordingly I reward. So sometimes people say that, yes, so and so, got so much mercy. He got so much benedictions. I didn't get anything. Simply, he says he would have surrendered more, he would have served more, he get more. I have not done that, I don't get it. So I cannot blame them. I cannot blame Lord, I cannot blame the devotee. It's up to me. Ye yata prapadyante tam satate bhajam. How much I surrender, how much I serve, I'll get. So it's simple. In the material world also, how much I work, I get. So if I work hard, I'll get more. I mean, generally. So here Krishna is very clear. If you consider me as a stone, I'll be stone. If you consider that I'm the Supreme Lord, I'll reciprocate like a Supreme Lord. So that's what, if I chant 16 rounds nicely, he will reward accordingly. But may not be materially. He will reward with the devotional service. He will reward with more bhakti. So that's why Prabhupada is saying that we should increase our devotional service. We should increase our chanting, hearing, remembering, Shravana, Kirtana, Smarana. All these things should happen more. The more and more we do, more hear, more chanting, and more remembering. Means non-stop. Always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. That's a simple logic I should apply in my life. So Prabhupada says that Lord reveals his identity according to the spiritual advancement of the devotee. So if somebody says, hey, show me Lord, where is your Lord? Do I have the qualification to see that? If, I don't have qualification to see honor, chief minister or any minister of the simple state, how can we say that the Parameshwara, the owner of the unlimited Brahmandas, come in front of me? What qualification I have? So, but if I develop that qualification by Priti Lakshanam or, by the service in a love, then yes, he says, Brahma Samhita also there's a reference saying that the Priti Purvakam says, what is that? Forgot. So we serve him the love, Krishna reciprocates. Krishna doesn't require anything else. Lord has clearly stated in the Bhagavad Gita that he can be known only by devotion service. Otherwise, we cannot know him. We cannot understand him. Devotion service only the way. Prabhupada quoting from uh, Bhagavatam, first canto, second chapter, 12th verse. Nasak saddadhanaya munayo. He says, E munaya, jnana vairagya yuktaya pashyanti atmani chatmanam bhaktya shruta grihitaya. Bhakti, shruta, hearing and remembering and serving. That's it. So Prabhupada says, conclusion is that one cannot know the Supreme Personality Godhead fully by any method, but he can be seen and felt partially by the devotional service process, hearing, chanting. No other process will work like chanting and hearing. So tattvataha means we can understand him. In the janma karma chame divyam yome vetti tattvataha tvakta deham punarjanma naiti mameti. So Arjuna says, my janma, my karma is divya. You cannot understand. But if you understand tattvataha, no punarjanma, you will not take birth again. So you'll come back to my abode. Krishna is giving that guarantee. So as a practice devotees, let us take this Brahma's prayer and let's apply in our life also, so that we can also know Krishna and serve him, so that one day we'll also go back to Krishna. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam. Stop here. Devotees. Tesham satadiktāna bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhiyogam. Thank you, Ashmataji. Yeah, Brahma Samhita is referring to, one sloka also there. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena says, Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena. There also says, Brahmaji saying, it should be out of love only can serve. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Yes, Asha Mataji, you want to start?
Prabhuji, thank you. Thank you for the class, Prabhuji.
Any comments? Okay. Next, who says Kanchana Mataji?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Now, this 2.6.37 verse says that Brahmaji, Lord Shiva, Narada Muni are cosmic beings. They are unable to understand the nature of Supreme Lord. They are unable to understand the spiritual happiness. Lord's absolute truth is unlimited. All living beings are clouded by Lord's external energy. So they see material cosmos according to their limited individual capacity. Lord is the supreme controller of all his unlimited manifestations. This knowledge about Supreme has to be in disciplined succession down from Brahmaji. Mother Vedas recognize Brahmaji, Shiva, and Narada Muni as supreme authority to learn from about the knowledge of God. Then verse 2.6.38, it's a prayer of humble reverence. The best way to approach Lord is by chanting, by glorifying his incarnations and activities. No academic knowledge or intellectual speculation can reveal the absolute truth. Lord's actions are unlimited and transcendental. His powers are immeasurable. Only through unconditional love and service, Lord's can be understood and seen. By offering respectful prayer to Lord, one can understand a fragment of his nature. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, humble
Hare
pranam.
Krishna. Mariappan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat pranams. Today's class is wonderful. Slokas and mercy of Lord is unlimited. No one can understand the happiness unless experience. 12 Mahajanas, demigods, Gandharvas also confirm in this regard. From the middle planet of the earth, circumstances are congenial to practice devotional services to Supreme Lord. Hence, even demigods aspire to take birth in the earth. All the three modes of nature are in active this thing. And the pride of Indra, worm in the stool, is also not exceptional. I am the controller. Brahma is inquired of his identity of Brahma, who later bewildered and realized there are plenty of Brahmas in the universe. Thereby, he is able to overcome his pride. And Brahmaji recommends everyone to surrender to Supreme Lord for progress in devotional services. And text 38, it is not easy to know Supreme Lord only by glorifying, attentive chanting, Pada Seva, Kirtanam, one can get purified. According to my progress in spiritual practices, Lord reveals accordingly. We cannot blame Lord or devotee simply. It is directly proportional to receive the rewards in the form of bhakti. Hence, one must be suitably qualified in devotional services with absolute love and surrender to Supreme Lord. To be suitably rewarded by bhakti out of love. Thanks for the wonderful class, Prabhuji. The
Thank
other
you, Mataji.
Kirtanam is well received by Mataji Kalaiselvi Mataji, and she started it saying, with this kind of Kirtanam, if it is conducted in each and every apartment, I am sure many people will get Krishna consciousness. That was a wonderful Kirtanam she has keep on saying. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
We need more kirtaniyas, more
Yeah,
people to come forward, but learn, practice, and sing properly. Yeah, of course. All of us should take up.
in fact, the whole group of devotees, it was well received, I feel. Prabhuji. It was well received and it was very well this thing.
Proper
Learned
movement. Yeah.
that family is a wonderful family. We are
True.
really, it's a model family, I can say.
True. Nice. Yeah.
The children are extraordinary. Parents are very good. And, they have come up in a very nice environment.
True. Thank you, Prabhu. Reena Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
So today's class speaks about no one can fully comprehend the Supreme Lord and its complete nature, because God is beyond the material understanding and He fully knows Himself, and we can only be close to Him by surrendering to Himself. I think that total surrendering to Himself is the bottom line wherein we can get close to Lord Shri Krishna. And this has also been mentioned by Brahmaji and other devatas that they were also got confused, like Lord Brahma would see many Brahmas when he wanted to meet Lord Shri Krishna. Even though the best thing that we can do is we can glorify him, and that's possible through Shravana, Kirtana, Sparana, and Seva. So that's the best thing that we can do. And Brahmaji also mentions that this is possible through bhakti, or the love or the devotion that we can have with Lord Sri Krishna, because he's the only ultimate, and that's possible by remembering Lord Sri Krishna and never forget Lord Sri Krishna, and develop service or love for the Lord, and that's how we can. Sri Krishna also reciprocates the love and the service we offer to Lord Sri Krishna, and that's possible when we keep chanting His holy name and the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That's the
Hare Krishna.
learning, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Shruti Mataji. Anything?
Nothing extra to add, Prabhu. Thank you for the class.
Sridevi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Pranam. So there are 12 Mahajanas, and out of them, Brahma, Lord Shiva, and Narada are the topmost Mahajanas. So they only cannot estimate the limits of spiritual happiness. So how can the other demigods understand the absolute Lord Sri Krishna? All living entities are creatures of Lord's external energy or material nature, which is composed of goodness, passion, and ignorance. The living entities are bewildered by the three modes of material nature. Even the great Brahma is bewildered by the three modes of material nature and thought that he is the only one Brahma favored the Lord. Later, by the grace of Lord only, he came to know that there are innumerable planets and there are innumerable Brahmas in the material cosmos. So finally, what Brahmaji says is, uh, uh, we have to purify our senses by hearing, chanting, remembering, and worshipping the lotus feet of the Lord. And only by then that we can reveal the Lord. By doing the devotional service, we can know the transcendental form of the Lord. We can perceive the Lord. So, and we have to completely surrender to see the Lord. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Sudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
Pranams.
Krishna. Namaste.
Yes, I think everyone covered, and almost in all the chapters, they've been emphasizing that we need to do chanting, Smaran, Kirtan, and Shravan, and chanting.
Devotional,
So,
devotional service.
so how we will be getting interest on all these means by listening to Krishna. I think someone in the group today, they have also posted one reel wherein that lady, she says like, when you will develop that bhakti towards Krishna is by listening more. That's how I develop bhakti, because by listening more, we'll know the qualities of Lord Sri Krishna. Then automatically we will be, admiring him for all the good qualities that he has. So mostly listening, and then automatically bhakti follows. And this is what my understanding, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna. So we'll stop here. Tomorrow we'll meet. Vancha kalpatarabhyasya kripasindhubhyasya patitana pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo. Ananta koti vaishnavrinda ki jai. Anantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Samaveta
Sure.
Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna
Thank,
Muhammad ki jai.
thank you so
Hare
much for the
Krishna.
class,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
for